Hello everyone! Recently, there has been a lot of talk about the re-release of the first part of Red Dead Redemption, which was released in 2010. It can be remastered or a full remake, which by the way is indicated by several facts. We will discuss all the known information at the moment. Here the release date of the announcement appeared, and the change that will appear in the remake, and even the release on different platforms. Friends who are interested in various glitches and secrets, news and information leaks, subscribe to the channel and press the bell so you don't miss anything. First of all, I want to remind, when it first became known about the remaster of the first part Red Dead Redemption. Last summer, news began to appear that Rockstar Games is actively engaged in remasters, and not just one, but two at once. Then it became known that an updated version of Red Dead Redemption and GTA 4 is in development. GTA, as we know, was already frozen last year, cause Rockstar actively started creating a new GTA 6. But with the remaster of FDR, the situation was completely different. It seemed that was also frozen, but there was absolutely no information about this. Now it became known that the game was not frozen after all, but simply postponed for 1 year. This summer we actually started to see what was coming out of the remaster. Moreover, after all these details, last August the actor who voiced John Marston stated that he is involved in the creation of either a remaster or remake of the first part of Red Dead Redemption. He spoke in riddles, not exactly precise, but openly stated that he was involved in something like that. And then there was no doubt that Rockstar was still preparing the release of the Red Dead Redemption remaster. But after that it was quiet for a long time, and everyone forgot about this statement and returned to waiting for GTA 6. Recently, South Korea released the rating of the first part of Red Dead Redemption. The situation draws attention to itself and in some ways even proves that the remaster exits. But I will say that ratings are not made for games that do not exit, and this is definitely not the old version of the project from 2010. It was already released in 2010 and received its rating at that time, so why re-rank a game that turned 13 this year? Let's figure out. To begin with what we mean by body damage, broadly speaking, NPCs will fall apart, which by the way was not in the first part of Red Dead Redemption, but at the same time this detail was in the second, because the engine there allows it. This fact could mean that the remake will be on the new Rage engine that was used in the second part. But why would Rockstar bother to make a full remake when the game already looks good? Maybe they will just finish and modernize some parts. Body damage will be one of them. The next thing that can indicate re-release on a new engine is full-fledged regions from the first part in the second, which by the way are practically not used even in the epilogue. After it, there is nothing to do there. This part of the map seems somehow empty, and maybe this is our future blank for remake of the first part on the engine from the second. After all, even if it's a remake, they will not have to make 50% of the map, they will only have to finish Mexico. I think that before us is nothing but the same updated version of Red Dead Redemption, but when the game was first rated it was given the NV designation. The fact is that when the rating is released, they provide an abbreviation. There are essentially two main designations. The first in NV, which is issued to console version of games. The second one is NP, and it is already published as a game on PC. We talk about PC a little bit later. There is a second proof that Rockstar Games is preparing the same re-release. Recently the developers update the achievements of the first part of Red Dead Redemption in the service. This is not done for nothing. It does not happen that achievements have not been updated for more than 10 years, and then suddenly after release the rating they decided to update them. That is not a simple coincidence. This proves that a remake announcement is coming. The same situation was with GTA 3. There too, first of all, the rating was released, then the achievements were updated, which even got on the network with all details, and only then was the announcement itself. The situation is repeated, but already with Red Dead Redemption. As for achievements, you can see them on the social website, and there are several points here. The fact is that the achievements were simply updated. They got a higher resolution and some got new logos, but other way the achievements and the number of achievements have not changed at all. This means that we may be waiting for a remaster and not a remake. If it was a remake, the achievements will be completely different. In the same remake of the first part of Mafia, the achievements was redesigned. There were new icons and new conditions and everything else. And here they just updated the scores and nothing more. Regarding the announcement date and the release date, here we also have a new information. One of the editors of the IGN portal, COLIN Moriarty, said the re-release does exist and that he has already received confirmation of this. He said that the announcement should be expanded already in August. Well, if the game is announced next month, then you can safely wait for the release already in the fall. GTA Trilogy was also announced in the summer of 2021 and was released already in October. That is less than 6 months past when the collection was released on all platforms. It's likely that Red Dead Redemption will be released before 2024. Another very strange thing happened in the background of this in Red Dead Online. The fact is that the developers decided not to update the multiplayer for the second part, due to the fact that they shifted all their efforts to the sixth part of GTA. But recently the developers decided to extend the months of bonuses for a whole week. What's the point, you ask? Many Rockstar fans are aware that such an action on their part takes place before an update in the game. That is, we were supposed to change the bonus months on the 4th, but this did not happen. For some reason it was extended by a week, until the 10th. Tuesday falls on the 11th, and Tuesday is a Rockstar favorite date for the release of various updates. Maybe Rockstars want to promote the re-release, or revive online in the second part. You can even say that the developers can give the multiplayer a second chance, but still, now we have to wait at the last on the 10th, because maybe then we will see something about the re-release together with the update. Well, how can we not discuss updated graphic and the new content? The information appeared at the time of creating this video, so I don't know how true the information is. The fact is that Red Dead Redemption release will include Red Dead Revolver, also with updated graphics and all new improvements. Most likely both parts will be identical in terms of graphics, but the graphics themselves raise big questions. If we are talking about a remake, then there is no doubt that the developers will remove the engine from RDR2. And if it's a remaster, so the old graphic of 2010 will simply be updated. There has already been information that the game will receive 4K resolution with high textures and even have ray tracing. Also, re-release will include not just a backstory Red Dead Revolver, but there will be a DLC for the first part of Red Dead Redemption called Undead Nightmare, which was about zombies. All this will also be with a new sound and new improvements. The last information mentioned the PC version, therefore we do not rule out access to all available platforms. So the game should be released not only on the current generation of consoles, but also on PlayStation 4 and even on Xbox One. In general, of course, everyone here is positive, so there is no doubt that the announcement of Red Dead Redemption Remastered will take place in the near future, and this is good news. Fans will have a lot to play with, as we can see here, and there are also all kinds of story additions coming out that will make it possible to go through absolutely all available content. And finally, a direct speech from Colin Moriarty.
I can say that I have seen confirmation that this is real. I don't think you need that confirmation, but I had someone reach out to me behind the scenes that showed me, they asked obviously to be anonymous, but are talking on background, showed me something that definitively shows that this game is coming. Maybe even imminently, with an announcement maybe in like August. not a huge surprise. That you don't need me to tell you that South Korean ratings board doesn't just rate things; they rate things that are submitted to them. It's important to note that the Red Dead Redemption rumor didn't, I don't know, say cancel as much as it kind of like threw into question the quality of what they were doing. So it seems like they got more time. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption is real.
Write your opinion about the remake in the comments. I'm done for now, and good luck everyone.